wonderful people. Today we are asked to solve for the value of x. Now first, note that a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. Now this is x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1. Same here, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1. So that means that we can write this as x to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 1 minus x to the power of 1 plus 1 is equal to 100. So we have x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2 is equal to 100. Now this equation is saying that a certain number is raised to the power of 3 minus that same number is raised to the power of 2, and this is equal to 100. So do we have a number that when we raise it to the power of 3 here and minus that same number raised to the power of 2, we are going to get 100? Yes, that is 5. So we have x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2 is equal to, if we say 5 to the power of 3, we have 125, minus 5 to the power of 2, we have 25. And you can see that if you subtract this from this, you get 100. So we have x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2. Let's bring this to this side and this to that side again. So we have minus 125. Then minus this will cross become plus 25 is equal to 0. So we have x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2 minus, now 125 is 5 to the power of 3 and 25 is 5 to the power of 2 is equal to 0. So let us collect like terms or group like terms. Please click the subscription button and turn on your notification bell if this is the first time you are seeing this video. Give us a thumbs up if you're actually enjoying this video, and tune in at your convenience. By God's grace, you will see something new to watch. Okay? Alright, now let's solve. To group like terms in terms of powers, okay, it's going to be x to the power of 3 plus x minus 5 to the power of 3. Then we have minus x squared, and we have plus 5 squared is equal to 0. So we have x to the power of 3 minus 5 to the power of 3 minus, now minus x squared divided by x minus will give us x squared, plus 5 squared divided by minus will give us minus 5 squared is equal to 0. Now recall that a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 is equal to a minus b multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. And a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So let's expand this. We are going to have x minus 5 multiplied by x squared plus 5 times x, which is 5x, plus 5 squared, which is 25. Okay, then minus this will give us x minus 5 into x plus 5, and this is equal to 0. So if you look at this and this, you see they have x minus 5, x minus 5 in common. So let's factorize that. So if we do that, we have, when this is divided by this, we have x squared plus 5x plus 25 remaining. Then minus, when this is divided by this, x plus 5 will remain, is equal to 0. So we have x minus 5 into x squared plus 5x plus 25 minus times x is minus x, minus times plus 5 is minus 5 is equal to 0. We have x minus 5 into x squared, then plus 5x minus x, then plus 25 minus 5 is equal to 0. So we have x minus 5 into x squared. 5x minus x is plus 4x. Then 25 minus 5 is plus 20. is equal to 0. Now, remember that when you have A multiplied by B to be equal to 0, it means that A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. So that means that we can write here that x minus 5 is equal to 0, or x squared plus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0. Now from here, x is equal to, let's take this to this side, 5. So this is the first value of our x. Now for the second value, remember that if we compare this with ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 20. Now using the quadratic equation formula, the quadratic equation formula states that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. So that means that we can solve for x to be equal to minus b, that is minus 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared, that is 4 squared, minus 4ac, 4 multiplied by, our a is 1, our c is 20. Now everything divided by 2 multiplied by 1. So we have that x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of, now 4 squared means 4 multiplied by 4, minus 4 multiplied by 20. Everything divided by 2. So we have x is minus 4 plus or minus the square root of, now let's factorize 4 out. When this is divided by 4, we are left with 1 4 minus. When this is divided by 4, we are left with 20. Okay? Now everything divided by 2. So we have x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 4 brackets minus 16, everything divided by 2. So we can write x to be equal to minus 4 plus or minus, now square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 16 multiplied by square root of minus 1. Yes, because of minus 16. Everything divided by 2. Have you given us a thumbs up? If not, please do so. Thank you very much. So we have that our x is equal to minus 4, this is what we wrote last, plus or minus square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 16 multiplied by square root of minus 1 divided by 2. So x is minus 4 plus or minus square root of 4 is 2, square root of 16 is 4, square root of minus 1 is I, okay, divided by 2. So our x then is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 8i divided by 2. Okay, so x is equal to, we can factorize 4 out. Minus 4 divided by 4 is minus 1, plus or minus 8i divided by 4 is 2i, everything divided by 2. So we have x is equal to 2, we divide this to give us 2. So we have 2 brackets minus 1 plus or minus 2i. So it means that the second value of x is equal to 2 brackets minus 1 plus 2i, and the third value of x is equal to 2 brackets minus 1 minus 2i. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.